Welcome to the Explainer. You know, every single day we make choices about what to eat. But how often do we really stop and think about what that food is actually doing inside our bodies? Well, today we're going to unlock the science right there on our plates and find out what it really means for our health. Just think about your last meal for a second. You know, it was food, obviously, but do you know what it was really made of? Like, what specific parts of it give you the energy to keep going, and what parts are, right this very moment, helping to repair your body? That's the big question we're digging into. So to get to the bottom of this, we've got a pretty clear roadmap. First up, we'll figure out who the key players are, the nutrients in our food. Then we'll see what special jobs they have inside us. We'll also take a look at the problems that can pop up when they're missing, and we'll wrap it all up with some simple, practical ways to build a really powerful, balanced diet. All right, let's start with the absolute fundamentals. What are the actual building blocks hiding in our food? Well, it really all boils down to one essential idea: nutrients. To put it simply, nutrients are like these microscopic superheroes in our food. Seriously, they're the energy source for your brain, they're the repair crew for your muscles, and they're the security detail for your immune system. Every single bite you take is a delivery of these essential workers. So, we can pretty much group these into 5 major types. You've got your carbohydrates, like bread, for energy, proteins for building, fats, like in an avocado, for fuel storage, and of course, those super important vitamins and minerals that kind of orchestrate everything behind the scenes. Think of them as the starting lineup for your body's health team. Okay, so we have this team of 5 major nutrients. But here's the thing, they don't all play the same position. So let's take a closer look at their specialized roles in, actually building and powering the human body. It's really helpful to think of it this way. Carbs and fats are basically your body's power plants. They're constantly generating the energy you need to walk, to think, to live. Proteins, on the other hand, they're the construction crew, using materials from foods like fish and eggs to build and repair everything from your muscles to your hair. And we absolutely cannot forget the support staff. Vitamins and minerals, they act like the body's security guards and its maintenance crew. You find them in all those colorful fruits and veggies and in milk, and their job is to protect us from getting sick and to make sure all the complex systems are running just right. So we know what these nutrients do when they're around, but what happens when they're not? What happens where our team is missing a key player? Well, the body starts to send out some pretty clear warning signals. And here's the really crucial part. We're not talking about skipping your veggies for one day. These issues, which we call deficiency diseases, they happen because of a prolonged lack of a specific nutrient, over weeks or even months, as the body's own reserves just completely run dry. And these connections are incredibly specific. I mean, for centuries, sailors suffered from scurvy without having any idea that the cause was just a simple lack of vitamin C. And today, we know that if you don't have enough iron, you can get anemia, which makes you feel weak and tired. Why? Because your body just can't move oxygen around effectively. Each nutrient really does have a non-negotiable role to play. This is just a perfect real-world example of nutrient teamwork. Think of it like this. Calcium is like the bricks you need to build strong bones. But vitamin D, that's the construction worker that carries those bricks to where they need to go. Without vitamin D, the calcium just can't be used properly. The doctor knew that to heal that fracture, Karov needed both the materials and the worker. So, the big question is, how do we make sure our bodies get this full team of nutrients every single day? Well, the good news is the answer isn't some complicated formula or a magic pill. The solution is what we call a balanced diet. And the key words here are all and the right amount. That means getting a variety of all the essential nutrients, plus other important stuff like roughage or fiber to keep your digestive system happy, and of course, enough water. It's not about perfection. It's about proportion and variety. Yeah, this isn't about finding one single superfood. Not at all. It's much more about building a plate that looks like a mosaic. You're combining different food groups to create a complete nutritional picture. You want a little protein from some fish, maybe some healthy fats from an avocado, carbs from whole grains, and a whole rainbow of fruits and vegetables. All right, now for the fun part. Let's talk about some practical ways you can actually apply all this knowledge, starting with a super simple science experiment you can do right in your own kitchen. Want to play food detective? It's so easy. A couple of drops of iodine solution will totally reveal the presence of starch, which is a key carbohydrate. Try it on a slice of potato or a piece of bread. If it turns that deep blue-black color, bam, you found starch. It's just a really cool visual way to see the nutrients in your food. Beyond just understanding what's in your food, it's also really worth thinking about where it comes from. Choosing to eat locally grown food is such a powerful decision, and it has so many benefits. Local food is often way fresher, which can mean it's more nutrient-rich, and it dramatically cuts down on food miles, reducing the environmental impact, all while supporting farmers right in your own community. So ultimately, every single meal is a choice. It's an opportunity to build a healthier body, a stronger community, and a more sustainable planet. The question on your plate is simple. What will you choose to build today? Thanks for watching.